This video is the reteaching video for questions 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the stretching and shrinking unit test, which covers scale factor, perimeter factor, and area factor. The main focus of this section of the test was simply to understand the relationship between the three things. We know that scale factor is the number that we multiply the side lengths in one figure to get a similar figure. So if we looked at a rectangle that was 2 by 3 and a similar rectangle that was 6 by 9, we could find here that the scale factor was 3 because 2 times 3 is 6 and 3 times 3 is 9. So here I would say my scale factor is 3. The things that we need to understand in relating these are how the perimeter changes and how the area changes, and you need to be able to apply that information. So we can investigate this. The perimeter of our original is going to be 3 plus 2, which is 5 times 2 is 10. So the perimeter here is 10. And the perimeter of our image is going to be 6 plus 9, which is 15, times 2, which is going to give me 30. So I'm saying from my original to my image, I can make a table about how things change. The scale factor, which would be the side lengths, we already said, are times 3. Now let's check the area, or the perimeter. The perimeter of the original was 10, and of the image was 30. To go from 10 to 30, we're multiplying by 3. So here we learn that the scale factor is the same as the perimeter factor. Let's check the area. We can easily find this by just finding the areas. In the original, 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 9 is 54. So let's check it. We go from 6 to 54. I need to know what do I multiply by 6 by to get to 54. To figure that out, I can do 54 divided by 6, which is 9. So here, the area gets 9 times bigger. So we should have remembered that the area factor equals, to get 9, we take 3 times 3. The scale factor times itself, or the scale factor squared. That's because we're multiplying two side lengths by 3. So we need to increase our area by a factor of, or a square of 3. Right? So this is the general relationship. The scale factor and the perimeter factor are the same. The area factor is the scale factor squared. You need to be able to take and apply this relationship. For example, if I said the perimeter of an image or of an original was 42 inches, and I gave you that the scale factor was 2, you should be able to tell me that the perimeter of the image is 42 times 2, which is 84 inches. Same applies for the area. Let's say this time I give you that the area of an image was, how about 81 inches squared, okay? And the scale factor is times 3. How do I find the area of the original? Well, this time I'm going the opposite direction. So I know if I were to go from original to image, if the scale factor is 3, that means the area would get times 9. So going the opposite way, I can divide by 9 or multiply by 1/9. There's the other relationship that we needed to remember. That if the scale factor going one way is 9, the other way is its reciprocal, or 1/9. So 81 divided by 9 is going to give me the area of 9 inches squared. So the big things we need to remember as we go through this section. If from the original to the image, the scale factor is some variable, let's call it m, going the opposite way from the original to the image, or whichever direction, is going to be 1 over m. They are reciprocals. The scale factor is equal to the perimeter factor, and the area factor is equal to the scale factor squared.